In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Well, good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl, Reese, aka the best that ever did it. And y'all caught me literally with my pants down. Meaning that I wasn't always set up yet, but I think I'm going live on Facebook. I think you all see me. I was trying to click all the buttons and making sure I do what I need to do so we can publicize that. And of course, I'm gonna send out some stuff later. It looks like my screen frozen. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it. Oh, hey, I see my people. I'm on Facebook. All right, the best that ever did it, and I got my girl in the house today. We got a special treat for you guys today. Lady B, what it do? What it do, baby?
It do what it do, sis. Good morning.
Good morning. Look, I sound like my brother didn't I? When you see a Lady B, what it do? What it do? That's what Slicky say. Slicky Boo Boo. The untouchable one. So how's everything going with you? How was your evening yesterday?
All was well. I can't complain. It was a peaceful evening, so you know.
Yes. I know. I do. That definitely know. Oh, well, today is Turn Up Tuesday. And you know what that means? I'm going to be down at Bar 210 performing with the Comedy Troupe today. You come on down for tacos, tequilas, and margaritas. Free if y'all mention my name, y'all. If y'all say, hey, I know Reese, you get free admissions. And if you tell the bartender, hey, I know Reese, you get $5 margaritas and $5 taco specials.
Wait a minute. What's a margarito? What's a margarito? What's a margarito?
Margaritas. Margarito is what the men get. Margaritas is sort of the men. I done made that up, but hey, it works. It works. But let me tell you, I got a beef taco last week. I only got one because I'm funny. So they was like, oh, the shrimp, the chicken, the beef. But can I say that when I tasted that beef margarita, it wasn't a margarita, the beef taco, it was quite tasty. It was delicious. I was like, okay, Miss Shirley be back there in that kitchen hooking up the beef. It's reminded me of a reminiscence of a beef. It was soothing. So I guess like the pot roast kind of like, it was good. It was flavorful. Y'all come on down this Tuesdays and take some $5 tacos, some beef tacos, and then y'all tell me, But last week it was on point. So every week is on point. The people say, oh, It's good and all that good stuff. So if you don't want the margaritas, get you some chicken and fries or whatever. But the margaritas and the tacos, you mention my name, you get it for $5. Free entry. Mention Reese. $5.
$5.
$5
Just
that make
$5.
five.
Just
Five.
$5.
That's right. So before we go any further, get on to the rest of the show. This is my favorite portion of the show. And again, I'm wearing another red top in honor of a heart. Because y'all don't know this, but I'm a heart patient, and both of my sisters on my mother's side are heart transplant patients. Yes. Wow. They had them heifers had to get new hearts. Yes, they did. And thank God they're still with us. One is be this year 7 years out in April. One will be 7 years out, and in April one will be 9 years out. So God gave them a new ticker and made it possible that they could get a new ticker, and I'm thankful for that. Those are my baby sisters. I gotta say everybody is my baby because I'm older than them all on both sides of the family. So everybody, when I say it's my baby brother, baby sister, don't mean infancy, just mean younger.
Yeah, we get it. We get it.
Because them some old heifers. They ain't they some old ninjas.
So if they old heifers and you're older,
that means I'm a grand diva. Grand diva. Queen diva, best believer. Yes, that's what that means. But this is my favorite portion of the show, Bernice, where Bernice, Lady B, spills the tea. Molly calls it news. Molly calls it gossip, but we call it news. And I call it spilling the tea with Lady B. And Molly Mo in the house.
All right, let's get it. So, this first story is funny to me.
Funny?
Yeah, it's funny to me. So, Walmart customer they get upset over oh God, where did it go? They get upset over a long line in the Walmart. I don't know what's going on with my screen today.
Probably the same thing. I keep freezing. I'm looking down. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh my God. Okay. Walmart customer gets upset over long lines. And it says a Walmart customer took his frustration out on the store after saying he waited in line too long. Titan Township Police in Pennsylvania said charges were filed against 46-year-old Leonard Rep Jr. for 2 related incidents last month. Authorities said on January 14th, Rep poured out bleach, motor oil, dish soap, maple syrup, and jam jelly onto the store's floors. They said he did it again on January 20th, but added pickles and hot sauce into the mix. Lord have mercy. Rep was later questioned on January 30th and admitted to the various acts and told investigators he did so because he had waited in line too long and was upset over Walmart's customer service. Investigators said Rep believed that what he did wasn't criminal. Rep has been charged with misdemeanors relating to these acts.
What he did was mental. That see, now that goes to mental wellness. He has a problem with patients that he felt that he had to act out like that. Ooh, how old was this Joker? Was he a child?
He was 46 years old. He's 46. Well, I kind of understand because Walmart, honestly, we go there because we love the deals and things like that, and they have a variety of choices, but their customer service absolutely sucks. Now, would I have reacted out like this? No, but I have been in the store. I'd be like, what the hell is going on? Y'all need some more workers. Y'all got people standing in line, and I see workers all over the store, but nobody's up front. They need to do better. And I'm not condoning what he did, but they definitely need to do better pertaining to their customer service. They've had employees quit on the intercom and talk about how bad they treat even their elderly workers.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so Walmart needs to do better. So we're calling you out, Walmart. Do something. Be better, because the customers are keeping you alive and we are not pleased.
That's right. You know, certain Walmarts, I noticed that certain areas have different types of Walmarts. When I mean different types of Walmarts, like you could go into some very disheveled looking stores, right?
Yes, Lord.
And and their customer service look like they stole or feel like they stole. And then some Walmarts I've gone into and it was nice, everything in orderly and neat. You know, it's
That wasn't in DC, was it? And if it was in the upper part of Northwest.
no, I haven't gone to any DC Walmarts yet. No, this has been out in Laurel, out in Maryland, and even Virginia, across the border in Virginia. I haven't frequented any DC Walmart yet. I even been to Walmart in Texas. I've even been to Walmart in New York, New Jersey, and it's just different experience, different locations.
Yeah. I usually go to the one in Virginia, but over in Northwest, no, actually it's Northeast. They have a nice one over there, but I've been to one in Deep Creek, Maryland. Honestly, I felt like a one piece of pepper and a bunch of salt. Because, honey, when you go in that store, you getting stares all over the place.
There's Waldorf down south. You know, I'm gonna tell you a true story. No, maybe I should save it for Tall Tale Thursdays, but I already said it's true. Right when they was doing that insurrection on the Capitol that day, I noticed that Walmart, they had big gatherings of they looked like the good old boys. They were a big gathering group of certain. They look like oath keepers. If y'all know what the oath keeper like with the hunting apparel and all of that, and it was a store full of everybody just staring at me and Tyree doing what we normally do once a month for my uncle, you know, shopping, and my antennas went up. I said, something don't feel right. And then the next day, it was they did all that stuff again. I was like, I told you, Tyree, they were gathering because there was cars looking like cows driving all erratic on the road. Like they was like the muscle cars. And I was like, where they from? They'd be from Iowa, Ohio, you know, all of these they're not to the DMV area. And it was just like zooming. And I was like, what is these people problem? It wasn't us. So, and then the next day, and me and Tyree was like, oh, they was getting ready to storm the Capitol. That's what they was doing. They revving up to do that insurrection on January 6th. And I mean, the 6th, yes, sir. And yes, it did happen. We it was like we saw it coming because I kept saying, Tyree, something's getting ready to happen. This don't feel right. Lo and behold,
I understand. Because I told you I went to Deep Creek and we ran into this black family and they just started hugging us. Oh, we so glad to see y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. They was like, we so happy to see y'all. Oh my goodness. We thought we were the only ones.
Oh, that's scary. That reminded me of that movie Get Out. That's
girl. Yeah, they had a story about Deep Creek where this house down there had a thing hanging with a noose around his neck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Woo! That wasn't for us, honey. What's the next story?
So, this next story, it says Offset claps back at Jay Prince's threatening comments on Takeoff's death. Offset has seemingly responded to threatening remarks made by Rap-A-Lot Records founder Jay Prince in the wake of late rapper Takeoff's death. The 31-year-old took to social media to address speculation regarding the state of his relationship with Takeoff at the time of his passing, voicing his displeasure at the notion that he and his cousin were at odds. He said, y'all, and the N-word, speaking on my real brother, the father of full rapper, began, how dare one of y'all and the N-word again even speak on me and take relationship. I don't know you and the N-word from a can of paint. Y'all N-word don't know how me and my brother rock. You trying to clear your face. He said the N-word. This is your 5th interview you done did about my brother. You ain't think about their mama. You ain't think about the family. He called him the N-word again. He said we ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing. But you said nothing. Oh my God. But you are, nigga. He then appeared to respond directly to Jay Prince, threatening remarks aimed at him, vowing not to back down while keeping the lines of communication between both parties open. So they got a beef going on.
Now, isn't Jay Prince the one down in Texas that they say you can't get, nobody can come to Texas without going through him? Is Jay Prince that one?
I believe so. He asked him take off acting. He said, who do y'all think y'all are? John Gotti? Ain't nobody going for none of that, bruh. He said, I ain't stunting none of that. Y'all talking about, he said about none of that y'all talking neither. If you heard something from me, I'ma tell you. It's not gonna come from me. Call my phone. So yeah, it's definitely a beef going on amidst his cousin's death. Always something. Always something.
Oh my word. The black folks, we got to do better. We can't love each other. Not pointing no fingers at either one, because that's not going to get nothing done. But how can we move ahead from this?
Yeah. The thing about it is, why even speak on it? That the man he's resting in peace. Leave that family alone. Mind your business. I said that's the problem with society. Everybody wants something to say. Everybody want to be seen. Just mind your business. Let everybody live their life. If it's not affecting you, why speak on it?
I guess to get clout, viewers, followers, whatever. I don't. It's just it's sad. It really is sad on many different levels. Okay. What's next? What we got next?
So the next story says Elon Musk saying running Twitter, Tesla, and SpaceX has been extremely tough, and that I'm worried about me too.
I guess he is. He got a lot on his plate. He said that he worried about him too. I guess so.
Yes, that was Elon Musk tweeting about the toll of the past few months have taken on him in response to a Wall Street Journal article that reported the business mogul worth $184 billion is tired. His back hurts and his mom wants him to get some sleep. The journal report noted that Musk has a history of working long hours and even sleeping on a Tesla factory floor, leading Ariana Huffington to once write him an open letter begging him to get more rest because people are not machines. He tweeted back at her at around 2:30 a.m. countering that working less is not an option for his business to succeed.
Well, Mr. Musk, I don't know if you're a philanthropist or not, but philanthropist or not, I will hope so. With all those many billions, I volunteer here at the Morning Mac, and I don't think nobody would oppose. You got all the many billions. If you throw some of it here, we can, run some business and do some stuff, with that money. So that'd be a couple of millions that you ain't got to worry about. Or if you're feeling extra generous, since you got 181 billion, give yourself an even number. You did say 181 billion, didn't you, Miss Lady B?
I believe it was 184 billion.
84 billion. Okay. We did just give two of the billions to the Morning Mac Show.
We appreciate that.
And I promise you, Mr. Elon Musk, that we will make a do with that money. With that money in place, we will be able to return. You ain't got to worry about two of them billions because the Morning Mac Show got two of the billions for you, and we will make it work. make it do what we do. We
And we
will
gonna
have the
make sure.
$1 million moments. The lady, we will have a strip. Man, we would do what we needed to do, not only for you but for us as well, and for the future generations to come. You entrust us. You know, not just us, but trust us. Trust us. We will do what it do with it with that money. So I'm going out there and I'm gonna throw myself in the line for the AM morning show, for the morning Mac show for R&B. This is the AM morning for the books and all that. Give me a couple of billion. You know, if you want to start off low with a few million, you could do that. And we show you. Give me a few million. I'm gonna show you what I could do, so you can entrust me with a couple of the billions. Do y'all agree? What you say, Lady B?
I'm with it. Yeah, we
That's
can
right.
use that.
We
We
could
can use
use
that money. We have a lot we want to do for the community and such. So you go ahead and think about that. Just think about that. It's a good investment.
yes, it is. And you get the black votes when you run for president.
All right. The next story. We've been talking about this. And one thing I can say, I'm proud of our mayor for this fight. For this fight. DC mayor proposes changes to criminal code bill ahead of congressional vote. You know, they trying to lessen the sentences of violent crimes and stuff, and she is not having it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, it says DC Mayor Muriel Bowser is proposing legislation that would undo some controversial aspects of the criminal code overhaul recently passed by the DC Council. The move comes as House Republicans are expected to strike down the new bill. Bowser and the DC Council have sparred over certain changes to the criminal code, which would eliminate most mandatory minimum sentences, reduce mandatory maximum penalties, and allow jury trials for misdemeanors. In January, the council approved overriding Bowser's veto of the new criminal bill. But as with all DC laws, Congress must approve of the bill. House Republicans are expected to vote Tuesday to block the new criminal code from becoming law. As the congressional vote looms, Bowser announced Monday she will introduce legislation to change some parts of the criminal code overhaul she believes will hurt public safety. We're experiencing more robberies and carjackings and people using guns, and I think the message of accountability for those crimes has to be abundantly clear, Bowser said Monday.
Wow.
I agree.
For violent crimes, for violent, they be giving people serious time for little stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying,
but for the violent ones, I could totally,
yeah, for violent crimes, I totally agree, because there's too much going on in the city to say, okay, well, we're going to ease up and it's just going to get worse pertaining to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If it's a first time offender and nobody got killed or things like that, I'm saying put them in a program, help them out. Hopefully they'll learn from it. But you keep coming back, then there should be consequences for your actions, because you are now putting other people's lives in danger for what you want, for material things. And that's just a no for me. That's a forever not, as my cousin Nene would say.
That's a forever not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree with that as well.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. What we got next, Lady B?
Okay. So a man who was accused of kidnapping was found dead. So a man died. Huh?
I'm shaking my head on that one, honey.
A man died in DC, in his DC jail cell on Thursday after getting arrested merely 4 hours prior for armed kidnapping, police claim. Around 10:30 a.m. on Thursday, February 2nd, officers conducted a check of the prisoners in the 2nd District cell block. While completing the check, police located a man unconscious and not breathing. Officers immediately requested DC Fire and Emergency Medical Services, administered Narcan, began CPR, and attempted to use an AED. DC Fire and Emergency Medical Services responded to the scene after finding no signs consistent with life, pronounced the man dead, who remained in the jail cell until being taken to the office of the chief medical examiner. Police have since identified the man as 44-year-old Marquez Parker of Northwest DC. The office of chief medical examiner will determine the exact cause and manner of death. Parker was arrested without incident around 6:45 a.m. on Thursday by Capital Area Regional Fugitive Task Force, pursuant to a DC Superior Court arrest warrant for armed kidnapping.
Wow, he done kidnapped the wrong person, it sound like. And if I'm not mistaken, Narcan is what they give you when you have a overdose. So they
Yes,
thinking that he died of an overdose?
I guess so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He died of an overdose in police custody. I mm. And again, I'm thinking when you're in police custody, they strip you of everything out of your pockets, shoelaces, and all that when they lock you up, right? Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how
Yeah.
they do, and I don't want
Well,
to find out.
yeah.
Mm,
So
mm.
two women were critically injured in a house fire in the Tacoma neighborhood. Two women pulled from a burning house in Northwest Washington, D.C. early Tuesday are critically injured, firefighters say. D.C. Fire and EMS said crews responded about 3 a.m. to a two-story detached home in the 7200 block of 8th Street Northwest. Two senior citizens were very critically and life-threatening injuries were rescued from the second floor and taken to a hospital, fire officials said. Firefighters put out the flames, which were confined to the upper floor. Information about the cause of the blaze wasn't immediately released. Firefighters are expected to visit neighbors' homes, ensuring they have working smoke detectors and share fire safety information on Tuesday.
Mm. I wonder what was the cause of that blaze. I'm sorry. Again, condolences go out to their families. Wow. Do we have
Yep.
anything good? So, I mean, is there anything
Yep.
especially good
Here we
today?
go. Well, this is a good story. So
Okay.
young, gifted, and black. 9-year-old David Bagalon receives high school diploma, one of the
What?
youngest graduates ever. Yes, Lord.
Congratulations to his family. That see whatever
Yes,
they
and
can. We need to take a book out of that, and I'm glad he got his high school diploma because when we were coming up, this is what they did to us. But Molly had mentioned it before, and I think they mentioned this on the Tom O show about they will hold us back. They will hold, they would say, "Oh, you can't move ahead," instead of letting us learn to our abilities. We could be homeschooled and learn as much as we can. Then when you go to school, you know more than that grade that you're in because of your age. They won't let you advance. Only
I
special
agree.
cases, but
I do agree. But in the same token, now this baby is going to miss out on so much of his childhood, making friends, the things that we experienced as children. You know what I'm saying? I applaud his intelligence. I really do. But in the same token, this baby is going to miss out on so much of his childhood.
who said
Um,
he got to miss out on the childhood just because he finished school early? He could still play, have play dates, kids in the neighborhood and stuff. It's just that educational aspect could be put to the side. The 6 hours that he in school, he's supposed to be learning anyway, but he still can have play dates, go to uh daycares with the other kids, after school programs and stuff. Just because he finished his school early, who said he got to miss out on the childhood?
most most of those kids who end up graduating early miss out on those stuff. School dances, field trips. I mean, it's just socializing. Yeah, he could go to after school, but in the school setting, I feel like he will miss out on a lot. I've read stories about these children who are geniuses and they just miss out on the human connection. So while these kids are in school, this little boy might be in college with with people half his age. I mean, more than half his age. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it could go either way, but a lot of them end up missing out on a lot of their childhood because they are so advanced and they move so far and they end up in college with people who are 20 years old and, who they really a lot of times can't relate to. But again, I don't take away from this because I'm proud of the young black man for real. But that's just my opinion. That's just Lady B opinion. But everybody has one, right? It's like a butthole. Everybody got one. But anyway, this story says meet David, who the Guardian reported received his high school diploma from Reach Cyber Charter School in he's an online student. Cyber school in Harrisburg, PA. I mean, anybody could do that because I had my child on in online high school, and they said that they could graduate early. But my girls actually didn't want to miss out on socializing, making new friends, all the things.
If it's cyber school, Bernice, everything is done through the computer. You ain't gonna miss out nothing, and I think that's what they're getting ready to gear everybody towards. Like when we was closed down during the pandemic, that's cyber learning. That you got all of that enough to have this degree and stuff. And then you close that computer, go down. I'm gonna go out and play with my friends. They gotta have a nice, good, healthy balance.
But how do they make friends? But how do they make friends? That's what I'm telling you.
With learning online.
No, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. My two girls were online schooled, and they missed socializing, having friends, going on field trips, things of that nature.
They wasn't doing that when they was doing are you talking about?
You're not listening to me, Reese. You're not letting me finish. I'm telling you my girl's experience. I can't speak for this child or any other child. I'm just telling you my girls got tired of sitting in front of a computer where they weren't being able to interact with other people in that manner. They weren't able to go to lunch with their friends, laugh and chill and do all those things. They were in front of a computer. They weren't socializing. There weren't people around them. They just constantly looking at a computer. And I'm not saying all kids feel that way, but my girls did. So it could go any way with children.
Yeah, during the pandemic was hard on a lot of kids because they had to get used to something new.
Exactly. And it messes with their mental. Now, because I mean, a lot of adults felt like that. They felt trapped. Okay, we can't go out. We can't be with our friends. We can't do this and we can't do that. So it definitely affects them. And my girls missed that aspect. Although a lot of our kids go through a lot in these schools. And trust me, I'm the biggest advocate for my kids. I don't play when it comes to my children. But in the same token, they wanted that interaction. They wanted to meet new people. They want to meet teachers that they can love on and they have good friendships with. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody's different. I can't speak for everybody. I can just speak from my experience.
Some kids,
some kids, I don't want my kids to be, because I was an introvert. And still now I deal with people on a certain level, but I'm an introvert. I keep my circle small and tight. But I want my kids to have a different experience where they get out and they meet people and they learn people and they see the teachers who truly care in midst of their trials and tribulations going to school. But he got his. And I'm proud of this young man. I am proud of him. And I hope his parents will make sure that he still gets that social interaction, learning new things with new people and of that nature. Because my daughter actually wants to go to school that is multicultural. She said, yeah, Ma, I've been to school with, Black people all my life. She said, I want to meet some new people. So I'm gonna give her that chance. I sure am. Okay. Next.
Well, Molly said, growing up, we could only see the kids from the schools in school unless they lived in our neighborhoods. That's true. That's
Well,
true.
but now it's different. Kids get on trains, they go meet their friends at malls and things of that nature. So it's different. It's a different, things continually changing. Like Molly was saying the other day, he said, I mean, I heard on his show where he was saying, back in the day, if we was hungry, we just be hungry. Now you can call your parents and be like, Mom, I'm hungry, and they can cash out you. So times are consistently changing. And not saying that we have to change with the times, but we do have to adapt to a certain extent.
Hey, Louisa, Phoenix in the house. James Stalling in the house.
But a man.
In the house.
Yeah.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah.
That's
so now it's the portion of our show where we pay homage to a Black musician for Black History Month, right? Ain't that right?
That's right. That's right.
That's right. And today we're gonna have no other than the ultimate, the Velvet Teddy Bear, Gerald Levert. So let's go ahead and show that clip if you have it, Molly.
I'm searching, but there's no one that I'd care to talk about. And all the lovers in the world don't amount to much. 'Cause what I really want is just one true love.
Just one true love.
Right. So
you can let that play some more, Molly. I was getting into that.
That was just a little clip I created, girl, for my husband. You know what I'm saying? So Gerald Levert was an American singer and songwriter and producer. Levert was best known for singing with his brother Sean Levert and friend Mark Gordon of the vocal group Levert. Levert was also a member of LSG, a super group with Keith Sweat, Johnny Gill, and himself. Levert is the son of Eddie Levert, who is the lead singer of the R&B vocal group, the OJs. He released 9 solo albums, 6 with Levert, 2 with his father, Eddie Levert, 2 with LSG, as well as discovering the R&B groups, the Rude Boys, Men at Large, and One of the Girls. Levert was also part of the R&B group Black Men United. We pay homage to Gerald Levert for all that he gave. You rest in peace.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, Lord.
We need to hear another Levert song. We need to hear, I mean, because I just feel it.
Yes, Lord. That's my song, hon. Gerald Levert made some awesome music. I swear he did.
When they was with the group Levert, one of my favorites was Casanova. Everybody loved Casanova. That group Levert just coolin'. Man, you would take me back in my day, honey.
Yeah, he was actually 40 years old when he passed, and he passed due to complications. Yeah, he passed due to complications. He was on a medication because of an injury to his arm. He took some over-the-counter medication, which didn't interact well. He had a heart attack, and he passed.
We miss you, Gerald. We miss you. The music.
Yes, Lord. Oh, my goodness.
Those cruises like that.
I told you we need to get together and have one of them old school, what they call them, listening parties, R&B only. R&B only.
We need R&B. We need to get together and have an old time cabaret. So people can dance if they want to dance. Yeah, we need an old fashioned one.
And see, I'm good with all the people like the go-go, but I like that chill music. Give me a cup of wine, set the atmosphere, and
that's just like, hey. I mean, that's the feel good stuff. That's what we need. We need people from 35 to and up. We need one of them type of stuffs. That you got to have a little dap with your little wisdom with you. Got a little gray in your hair, a little gray in the beard or something. We need.
I know, Molly. I know, Molly. We think it was some foul play to that crap. When our people.
Wait a minute, Molly said what?
He said, "You already know what I think, what I believe happened."
Oh, but
the thing is, when our people get too great, they feel the need to put a stop to it. You know what I'm saying? But I think we'll never know the truth. We'll always have our thoughts on it, but we miss him, and I can speak for me. I definitely appreciated his music because, honey, he said some things. Baby, hold on to me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Operator. My favorite song was Answer Service.
Answering service, yes, Lord. That man makes
his voice when you had a hard day at work and you just so frustrated. You know, for me, I'd be ready to wring somebody's neck, but you can't. We would come, me and Misha, we would get a bottle of wine and we put our music on and we would decompress. And that used to feel so good after work. We have to decompress before we cook dinner. We'd be like, she would come right over. Oh, girl, I had a hard day. Where the wine? And we would sit there and I'd be in the kitchen cooking. I said, well, let's go and decompress, you know.
Yes, Lord.
And we just woo-saw. I even bought a blue light for my living room so the wine with the lights. And we weren't entertaining no men or no nothing like that. It was just the sisters decompressing over the type of challenging day that we had with the children and the job and the school. And we needed that woo-saw moment. And his voice.
And baby.
His voice took you there, made you feel love for a woman. I don't know what it did for the men, but for me, speaking as a woman, Bernice, didn't it make you feel loved?
Yes, Lord, especially when LSG came out with My Body. I was like, yep, your body all over mine.
Yes, my body all over. It's your body, baby.
Yes, Lord. He was a great musician and he is greatly missed. And, you know, I still pray for his father. He lost both sons, you know,
right behind,
and that has to be a hard thing. I lost one, and I can't imagine, you know. So we continue to pray for Eddie Levert with his, you know, with his cool. He's another cool cat, you know what I'm saying?
The father, that he's the father and the lead singer of the OJs from back in the day. That's another girl. You used to be my man. There was some sharp brothers, and he passed on his swag right on down to his
Yes, he did. Lord have mercy, he did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
What Molly's saying?
He said, I don't know too much about him, but music and death, how was he as a person or in the community? You know, Molly, I can't really say too much about that.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
he did a lot of good stuff in the community, and Black Men's United, those groups that he performed for, Black Men United, was to get the black men together to stop the violence movement in their community. Like with when the Million Man March thing, he was an advocate for that, and giving back to the community and child abuse. There's some more other articles and stuff. So he was a person of the community. Good morning, Alan. We're talking about Gerald Levert and the good that he did. So he did give back. He wasn't one of them selfish individuals or them selfish brothers, because the Black Men United thing was the thing for us, our people, sort of like We Are the World was. That's why he calls it Black Men United. And that's with little Telvin Campbell and all of them singing. You will know that song. You will know. I think it came out around Jason Lyrics time. That's another old movie, Jason Lyrics. But yes, he did. Yes, he did.
It says he supported quite a few foundations, but some to name American Heart Association, American Stroke Association. It goes into, you know, different stuff.
This is American Heart Month, y'all. Boom. See how we tie that in there like that? Because that's what we do. That's what R&B do. That's what we do in the morning, Matt.
Yeah, so I think another old school one we should do is Ray Parker Jr. Yeah, you remember him?
I remember Ray Parker Jr.
Yes, Lord.
He used to be Ray Parker Jr. and radio for the old heads. Radio before Ray Parker Jr. or went alone. He did Ray Parker Jr. radio. Then and everybody know Ray Parker. Molly, your generation, when I say your generation, I mean like anybody under 40 generation, they probably remember Ghostbusters. We could go call Ghostbusters to everybody.
Yep.
And that was Ray Parker Jr. For those of y'all who don't know. I'm in love with another people older. I'm in love with another woman. Uh a woman needs love just like you do. I mean, he don't get his homage. Ray Parker Jr. had a lot of hits, back in the day. So yeah, but I got a treat for y'all on Thursday. We're gonna host Molly's favorite, the undubitable one. Everybody in the world know Molly's favorite, Michael Jackson. And I got a special treat for y'all coming in on that Thursday. I ain't gonna let the cat out the bag just yet, but we got a guest that is way, way, way familiar with Michael Jackson on Thursday show. So on the Morning Mac show Thursday, y'all gonna really want to tune in and join for that. We got a really nice treat for y'all. So definitely that. So tomorrow, I think Lady B said we're going to host and toast Ray Parker Jr. Is that what I'm hearing, Lady B?
Yes, Lord.
And then y'all know who we're going to do Friday. I ain't even got to tell it. Dun, 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 dun. My baby daddy.
Prince.
Today was Lady B baby daddy. Friday is going to be my one and only. Thursday is going to be Molly's big brother. Because Molly do look like, but Molly look like a chocolate prince. He got that and then the face features, that strong. Well, Molly do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Molly, if you had a perm or a blowout kit.
Molly, please don't do that. Don't ever. That's a forever not.
I'm just saying how he could really look and put a wig on Molly. And if you put a wig on Molly, y'all would say that's Prince.
No.
Molly is handsome.
Yes, he is. He definitely is. But please don't get a perm, Molly. We like you just the way you are.
No. Molly would never cut his locks. He like Samson. Molly like Samson with them locks. He be fooling people. He be trying to fool people, try to pull it back. I got a haircut. We say you lying. Let us see the back of your head, Molly. Molly the little prankster. Molly little Loki. He's our Loki. He's our Michael Jackson aficionado. He's our Loki because he's our prankster. Because Molly can prank with a full face. He's always back in the back doing something. So he's our big brother. He's our eye in the sky. Molly, we're going to pay you homage and tribute one day.
That's right.
I say one day. Because we love you, little bro. And when I say little, I don't mean little. I mean younger. I always got to get that disclaimer.
But he's little too. He little. I put Molly in my pocket. He's so cute.
Molly isn't little. He's petite. That's what
I'm gonna take him with me. He's short. He's short. I'm short. So we all short.
Y'all are all short. He's petite.
I'm short.
And
I'm cool with that because good things come in short packages.
Molly, what you got to say, baby?
He got this video clip.
Oh, okay. Let's see, Molly. What you got?
I came across the direct translation of the Lord's Prayer from Aramaic into English, and I just thought everyone needs to hear this. The Lord's Prayer that most people are familiar with is the translation from Aramaic to Greek to Latin and then into English. But this is the direct translation that archaeologists uncovered on a scroll from 1892. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out within us a space where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance to our desire. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that binds us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which will divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, the power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole once again. And so it is.
Wow. Now that is what the original translation was in Aramaic. But like she said, it was translated into Greek, then to English. And we all know that the Holy Bible that we use is the King James Version, meaning that's how they spoke back then. Thus thou thee, thou art. And we all know that because of Shakespeare.
Mhm.
But I love it because they didn't put one race against another race. She said beings. I could more in how we supposed to conduct each other for beings and live out our purpose. I mean, that that's that prayer is awesome to me. I mean, that translation of it, the Aramaic translation from Aramaic to English without going through the Greek, without going through the Latin, without going through all that. It's just from this to English now. But I guess it had to be transformed into Greek. Then the Greek got it and transformed it to Latin. And then Latin people got it. I mean, Americans got it. That's how they transformed. Who could understand the Latin? That's just like if someone Hispanic, which is the Latin people, when they translating something versus what we're reading in America, it comes out different because sometimes they don't have words to describe in their vocabulary the same way we would. So it really comes out different. And hearing that, what she just read versus our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is. That makes you really, really think of how it was transposed. What do you think about everybody's entitled? I believe and give everybody the way they want to worship God, they worship God in their own way. And I respect that because I respect you enough that if I respect that we could disagree. We don't have to agree, especially when it comes to religion and politics. We're
Sure
not going to
don't.
agree. And I respect your view because everything somebody say or believe is not wrong.
It's not. It's that. Like I said, it's like buttholes. We all have an opinion. Your truth is your truth, and mine is mine.
That's right. And a lot of times we can agree to disagree. I don't have to get
Mhm.
upset with you. I don't have to call you out your name. If you be like, okay, that's it. I respect you enough to do that. You be like, okay, Bernice, I get what you said because a lot of times we agree on the same thing. We may handle things differently, but at the end of the day, we still agree.
Indeed.
Hmm. That's just respect. Ain't that right, Molly? Respect my authority. Right, Molly? All I see is smiley face. Molly is laughing.
We always laughing, but that's a good thing. Laughter is good for the soul.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Thank you, Molly. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And Slicky said, have a great one later. All right, Slicky.
Later, y'all.
Be
Later.
good, Slicky. And we got 4 minutes to go, Bernice. Give them something good and energy and good to leave off of. You know what, Molly? Can you come in and get them something good to leave off of? Because I know Lady B gonna put her Gerald Levert back on, and she going because look, she got that look like baby. Hold on to me. Go ahead.
I'm
And
gonna have to
she gonna
call
make
my
me put
boo.
on some Gerald.
I'm gonna have to call me a boo and put on my music.
Uh oh.
Let's talk
Uh
about. You know how you used to be on the phone like you say something, you say something.
You know how you be on the phone and fall asleep and then wake up. I wasn't asleep, baby. Was you asleep? No, I wasn't asleep. I was in bed where both of y'all was asleep. Huh? What you
Mm,
say? I said we'll
mm,
put some biscuits in your lunch tomorrow. Come by.
yes, sir.
They
Come
call
on,
him
let's
sexy
make the
man.
plane.
What it do, y'all?
Hey, sexy man, what your name is?
Sexy man. See how she do, a little
Oh,
brother. You gotta watch out for the incest.
oh.
No,
My own
that's for
sister
the
coming
other
for you.
ladies. It's for the other ladies, honey. No, it's not for me.
Nah, you know I gotta mess with you. But it was a great show though. I see Slicky Woo Boo was in here. You know he went to go jam. I'm gonna go listen to him when we done before the show start.
Maybe he played some Gerald Levert for Lady B.
Yeah, I don't know too much
I
about
can play
Gerald
my own music, baby.
Levert. I know Ruben Stutter look a lot like him to
Yeah,
me.
but he ain't no Gerald. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah, he ain't Gerald. You'd have been still hearing Ruben. I ain't hear Ruben in like 10 years.
Right.
Last time I
What
heard him, he
happened?
was fat. He lost
He,
That
weight.
you know that'd be a good show, Reese. Where are they now?
What happened to
okay.
Ruben? Where's
Yeah.
Ruben?
Him, Clay Aiken, all the people from American Idol, which they made it big, then they just like fizzled out.
Yeah, I think he right though. Like he a writer, songwriter, and he into gospel. That's the last time I heard from about
Yeah.
Ruben Stutter. He was doing
He
gospel music.
last one I
Yeah.
heard, sorry for 2003.
Yeah.
Sorry, so like that.
They had
I'm
a
serious.
Sorry
they
for
had a white guy.
2004.
They had a white guy. His name was Elliot Yamin. He made one song, and
Yeah,
that song was lit. But I ain't heard from him since.
and then Remy Shan. Remy Shan is I remember Remy Shan. Everybody thought he was a black dude. Yeah, we're gonna do a show where all they. That's a long show, so we'll dedicate next week because I said I want to do the music. We could do the next week. Where are they now? There's a lot of
Can't
one
name.
hit wonders, one hit group, black groups like the Black rock band that play a cultural personality, and a group called Fishbone. They had one
Yeah,
good song.
it's time to go, y'all.
Fish.
It's
It
time
is
to go. Give him
Molly.
something good, Molly.
Oh man, y'all catch us at 1 o'clock, man. Y'all want to really hear something good? We're gonna get in some deep conversations. If y'all can't make the show, man, just be safe out there. Understand if you can't love, somebody love you. You know, so you got some people out here feel like they just got so much hate in their heart, and they forget that it's people out here that really care for them and love them. You know, so just understand you got something to live for. We all do, and you know nobody ain't great without another. So. We
And
good,
that's it.
man. Tune in. I'm gonna leave the link in the comments for y'all. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow at 10:30.
All right.
10:30 tomorrow. Ray Parker Jr. Hey,
It's been
Kenneth.
enough.
Hey, Nene.
Nene.
Tonight, bar
Yeah.
210, y'all. Come down. Remember, turn up Tuesday. Hey.
Enjoy y'all day. This has been another episode of the Morning Mac Show with RMB. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Be safe. We love you.
Out.